Hello, welcome to AutoBot YouTube channel. Myself Rahul. Today we are going to learn about GitLab. So that is a DevSecOps platform. So I'm planning to do a series of videos on GitLab, and we are going to see the A to Z features of GitLab, and we are going to see how you can easily create a pipeline, how you can do different scannings. All the features of GitLab we are going to see one by one in the coming videos. Okay, so let us understand what is GitLab. So those who don't have access, just go to gitlab.com and just sign up. And once you sign up, you can sign in to the GitLab, and you will be getting a page same like this. Okay, so let us understand what is GitLab. So GitLab is a Git-based, completely integrated DevSecOps platform. Okay, so what is DevSecOps platform? That is the combination of development, security, and operations. Okay, platform for complete software development lifecycle. So as you all know, if we are going for any of the CI/CD tool, we can create the pipeline, right? But if we need to do any of the scanning like SAST or any other container scanning at all, we'll have to go with some external integration. Like we have to go with some external integration, other tools for doing all this scanning. But now GitLab is having all these features. So it is having the connection already to few of the scanners, and directly we can use the template to do the scanning. All right, and again the development is very easy. There are repository features available in GitLab, so you can developers can directly check in the code, and from there we can create the pipeline as well, right? As well as it is having the features like a project management and issue tracking, same like how Jira from Atlassian is working, right? And same kind, you may have heard about a Confluence, like where you can do the knowledge sharing as well as the collaboration between different teams. If we have some idea or if we need to create some feature, and if you want to document something, you can add it in the Confluence and you can share with other developers, other groups, and they can also collaborate their ideas. So same kind of feature is also available in GitLab as well. I will be briefing all these things in the coming videos in detail, like how these features are going to work and how you can use that in your projects, right? So let us understand more about GitLab. So as a single DevSecOps platform, GitLab provides a single application with features and capability that supports organizations across the entire DevOps lifecycle. So for carrying out the entire DevOps cycle, it is mandatory to keep our code in some kind of repository. Then we have to create our pipeline, and based on that we have to create different issues. We have to carry out the testing. Then we have to collaborate our data between different groups. So all these features are available in GitLab, and we'll have to add different kind of scanning, and we have to create different groups, and we have to onboard the respective users, and we have to include different approval process for each environments, and we have to create different environment like dev, SIT, UAT, production, or maybe staging or QA, like that. Different environments also we have to create, and for each environment we have to create different approval groups as well, right? And you may have heard about the pull request. So here it is named like merge request if you want to merge the feature branches to the master branch, right? So all these features are readily available with GitLab, and so here I'm using the community version, and there are few of the features which are not available with the paid version. Okay, so let us understand like why we need to go for GitLab. So as I mentioned earlier, like it's a single DevSecOps platform in which a single application with a logic set of DevSecOps capability. Okay, it replaces the overhead and confusion of disparate DevSecOps tools and provides visibility. Instead of collaborating multiple tools, maybe Jira and Confluence along with your CI/CD, instead of that, you can use a single platform to integrate all these things, right? You can bring up the security team to your GitLab, and if you want to bring up the project management, that also you can bring to GitLab. So all in one tool where you can entirely handle your project, right? And it directly provides the visibility, control, and collaboration through all parts of a DevSecOps lifecycle. For example, if you create some pipeline and if you're getting some security issues, right? So those issues you can directly visible it in the dashboards, right? And if your security team want to review it, and if they want to give the sign off of if they want to override that particular issue, that is also possible by giving the access to the security person. Okay, so there can be confusion like who can use the GitLab. Like as I mentioned, it's a DevSecOps platform. Who can use this platform? Like whether it is only for developers or only for testers or only for project management team or only for security person. It's not like that. Its main goal is to empower all your teams. Like it can be either software, operations, IT, security, and business to collaboratively plan, build, secure, deploy, and monitor software across an end-to-end unified system. So, what does it mean? Like, you can plan the new features, right? And developers can build that particular features, and then he can raise a merge request to the master branch, and they can run the pipeline. And if there is any vulnerability issues, it will get captured in the security scanning provided by GitLab. And if you want to integrate any other external tools for the scanning like SonarQube, you can readily integrate that with the CI/CD pipeline. And if there is any vulnerability identified, you can involve security team to look into those issues. And again, like if you have some environment to deploy that, maybe Dev or SAT, you can directly deploy that your artifacts or your solution to the particular environment, right? So once everything is done, GitLab is providing the features of monitoring as well, so it will help you to monitor your application as well, right? So this is a very brief about what is GitLab and who all can use these particular features. And it's very easy to use this particular tool. Like there is no much technical knowledge is required to navigate through all of these features. But if you want to create the pipelining and all, you obviously you need the experience to work with the CI/CD pipeline. So once you log in, you'll be able to see these groups. So groups are nothing but like these are the entities or the primary entity that help you to group your projects or the different users that who can use a particular project. For example, in an organization, just consider you have some financial department and you have some HR department. You want to categorize both these groups into two, maybe HR as well as a finance. You can create different groups and you can create the projects based on the particular group. Okay. So let me go to AutoBot. AutoBot is one of my group. So in this one of the project I already showcased long back while giving a demo to UiPath. So this is one group, and inside that you can see different projects other. And if you want to create subgroups inside a group, that is also possible. You just need to go here and just need to create a new subgroup, right? And if you want to create a new project, just create a new project. And what are the other things that is available here? Like what are the other pinned things that is available? So issues is so issues nothing but like if you want to raise a issue, like same like in Jira, you may have seen like you should have raised some issues, right? In Jira, same time, if you want to raise some issues for the application, you can create a issue over here, right? Select a project to create issue. So if you click on it, it will ask like to which project you want to raise. So click select the project. Okay. Yeah. So then click on new issue, UiPath demo. So it will ask like what is the issue, and you can provide all the details. And if you want to assign that to a particular person, you can assign it. It's same like a if you are testing some new feature and if you have identified some issue, and if you want to assign that to some developers, you can readily assign that to some developers, and you can create the issue, and you can provide the due date as well. Same kind of merge request is nothing but like if the developers already create a feature branch and solve the issues, but they want to merge the feature to the master branch. So how they can do it? So they can just create a new merge request. In merge request, they can just select the branch like any. So this is my feature branch and this is my master branch. So just compare branches and continue. So here it will ask for few details like you can provide the description, and you can assign this to someone like who want to review the particular code. And then after that, if you have some particular milestone to be selected, you can select the milestone. And if there is some particular labels that are already created, you can select the labels and then create a merge request. And one important thing is like if you go here, you will be able to see what are the changes. Like it will be doing a comparison between your feature branch as well as main branch, right? So whatever the changes that is already included as part of feature branch, that will get highlighted here, and so your reviewer or approver can review it and they can approve the merge request. So okay, so once you merge it, then you'll be getting the code merged to the master branch, right? So that's how it is going to work. And let's go to other topics. Like here, I'm just going to go something in brief. I'm not going to have a detailed session. And here we have a manage, like here you can add the respective members to the group, and here you can see what are the different activities that the developers or different persons have performed in the particular group. And if you go to members, here you can create different groups, as well as you can, so here you can see import from a project. Like if you want to add some particular group to this particular UiPath demo project, you can add the particular groups, or if you want to invite one by one, you can just click on invite member and just select the particular user ID. So just consider I'm going to select this person, and I can give different roles, like guest role is there, or developer role, reporter role, maintainer, and owner. So these are different roles, and you can select the expiration date for the particular person. So if you provide some expiration date, after that the person cannot access this particular project. Okay. So that's how this is working. Like if you want to also define the users based on your requirement. For example, I mentioned about finance and HR department. So to HR group, you want to add only HR person. You can create groups for HR, and you can onboard only those particular resources or users. Right. So what is labels? Like labels can be applied to issues and merge requests to categorize them. So for example, if you already created some issues related to some application, maybe UI, and if you want to filter all those issues related to UI, you can use labels. Like you can create label, and you can add this label to the particular issues, or even to merge request also. So it will help to categorize, and those who are going to review the merge requests, that will be helpful for them to see which are the merge requests already created for UI related issues, right? And next is like a plan. So this is nothing but like how you can use the Jira as well as the Confluence, right? So Wiki is nothing but the same kind of Confluence, where you can create your own pages, and you can add your own data. So you can collaborate with other external groups or inside your group to add data and share the knowledge with them, right? And here we have issues I already mentioned. Like you can create a different issues, like use issues to collaborate on ideas, solve problems, and plan. For example, if you have some idea regarding some feature, you can create an issue and assign to someone, and if they have some different idea regarding that feature, they can collaborate and give you some suggestions on that, right? Or same kind, if you have identified some issues regarding some feature that developers has created, you can create a new issues. And issue board will help you to track all the issues that your group members are creating, right? And you can categorize it with different groups. Like here development is like the same kind, you can create a different list as well, right? And here you can use a milestone. So milestone is nothing but it will help to track issues and merge requests over a fixed period of time, right? So that is the purpose of milestone. As I mentioned, like labels is nothing but like if you want to categorize based on some particular label that developers has provided to issues, you can use labels, right? Milestone is nothing but it will help to track issues and merge requests over a fixed period of time. So that will help your Scrum Master or the managers to track like how the project is going on, and how the issues are getting resolved, and how the merge requests, or for which features merge requests are created, and how it is getting closed. So all these details they can view over here. So it will help to organize your issues as well as merge requests, right? And code is nothing but it's like you can create your own merge request, and you can create your own repository where you can stick in your code. For example, if you are a developer, you want to create a new branch, right? So what you can do, just create a new branch, and after that it will be creating like a new branch. So maybe I will show you. So this is one feature branch I created from my master branch. So here you can see different codes are already there, right? So I already check in this code. So same kind, developers can check in their code and keep it over here, right? Then after that, the DevOps person can create a separate CI/CD pipeline for that. For that, he need to create the GitLab ci.yaml file, right? So inside that he need to write the script that will help to create the CI/CD pipeline, right? And here we have branches. So branches are nothing but like whatever the repository that you are going to create. So here we have a different repository like a main is there and UI path demo is there. So here you can see those branches over here, right? And commits, like each commit that the developer is check into the remote repository. And tag is nothing but like so if you have already committing the code with some particular tag, and if you want to categorize that based on the tag, this tag field will help you to do that. Okay, so currently there is no tag assigned, but if you want to create a new tag, just click on a new tag and create a new one for the particular repository, right? So here you can set like from which branch you need to create the tag. So if you want to create a tag from this particular feature, set that and provide the tag name. Okay, and here you can see the repository graph. Okay, so all these things I will go through in detail. So I'll be just going through some important things that is available, and in snippet you will get some sample code and all. And if you want to keep the snippet like to share with someone, you can keep it over here. And the documentation is also available. And inside build, you'll be able to see the pipelines. So pipeline is nothing but the DevOps team can create this separate pipeline for doing the build, test, scanning, and for the deployment. So this is called pipelines, right? So if you go here, you'll be able to see different jobs will be there. So this is one job, and if I click on it, here you can see it has directly moved to job. So this is one job that you can create using the YAML file, right? And pipeline editor. Okay, so pipeline editor is nothing but like so this is the main YAML file that will trigger the CI/CD, right? So if you want to create or configure pipeline in any of the project, what you have to do is just click on configure pipeline, then automatically it will create a .gitlab.ca.yaml file, and inside that you have to give the instructions to write the pipeline. Okay, so that is the purpose. So if already the file is not there, just go here, pipeline editor, select the branch you want to choose, and so here already the file is already available. Okay, so this particular file is already available, that's why it is showing this. But in our main branch there is no GitLab CI YAML file is there. Okay, so it is suggesting us to create a new GitLab ci.yaml file, so it will help to optimize your workflow, right, using the CI/CD pipeline. Okay, then pipeline schedule, like once you create a pipeline and if you want to schedule it, so this consider if you have some pipeline for doing the scanning, right, or just for test automation, and if you want to do the testing at every day 12 p.m. Maybe or 1 a.m. In the midnight, so you can schedule it and you can tell the pipeline to execute that particular time. So in the coming videos, I will show you like how you can create these pipelines and how you can schedule it. Okay, in detail, I will give hands-on exercises in through all the features. Right? Artifact is nothing but like each job will be creating some artifacts, and those artifacts will get uploaded over here, right? And you can set the time period as well. Like by default, I believe it is 2 weeks. After that, it will get auto erase. And if you want to increase the time period of artifacts, that also you can do. And for example, like if your job is having some particular artifact that is getting generated, maybe a log file, and if you want to attach it like an artifact, you can use the artifacts keyword to attach that particular file in the pipeline, right? So here you will be able to see job.log, same like it will attach the particular file to the particular job. Right? So here the job is deployed through this particular deploy job, so this particular artifact got updated. Same kind of secure reserve. So as it is a community edition, you won't be able to see most of the features over here. So if you are using the paid subscription, then you will be getting more features over here. Okay. And if you want to upgrade now, here it is showing like if you want to upgrade, you can upgrade the version. And here the important thing is like if you run the pipeline and if it is identifying any of the vulnerability, maybe SaaS dust and other issues, so it will get captured in the security capability, right? And audit events is further like it will help to update your plan to activate audit events. Automate event tracking provides a traceable history of your audit, like how we are auditing the particular security issues. And the security configuration also you can set it over here. And here you can see like a secret detection is available, and coverage fusing is available, and container scanning. So all these are default capabilities of GitLab. So without depending on external tools, GitLab itself is providing all these features like a SAF, then Dask, and container scanning and secret detection, and coverage, phishing and API phishing. So all these things are available as part of a GitLab security configurations. You can just create or you can use the templates to use it in the project. Right? And deploy is nothing but like you can create a different releases for your project. And if you want to flag the particular features, you can use feature flags. And package registry is nothing but like whenever you are creating some artifact, it can be a jar file, var file, or it can be any file, or it can be anything. And if you want to keep it in some particular repository, you can use a package registry. Okay, so you can use some commands to push it to package registry. So that also I'll be covering in the coming videos. And container registry is nothing but like as part of your pipeline, if you are going to work with the Docker images, right? If you want to deploy something to Kubernetes, then you will be creating the Docker images, right? And where you can keep these Docker images. For that, you can use the container registry, right? And model registry is also available. I haven't used this one, so it will help to see like store and manage your machine learning models and distribution. So all these have a different responsibilities and uses. So container registry is for Docker images, and this one will be helping for this one will be helping for using the machine learning models and versions. And pages is nothing but like if you want to create some static pages or a website for your application, so here you can use the pages option for that. I'll be giving some sample heads up in the coming videos for that as well, right? So if you just consider like if you want to create some static website hosted under gitlab.com, you can use this pages feature, right? The operate is nothing but like here you have features like environments is the, so in environment itself there are different features, right? Like you can create your own environment. For an example, you can set environments like a dev, staging, QA, like that. And if you want to pass some particular values based on the environment, that is also possible. For an example, for dev you want to pass some particular URL, and for QA you want to pass some particular URL. You can create different environment, and in the variable section inside a CI/CD, you can categorize that, like for which environment which variable need to get passed, right? And for again for different deployments, right? For different deployment to different environment, you can add the approval rules based on the environment, right? And enable review apps is nothing but like this is like an intermediate application or environment in which your application will get deployed, and you'll be able to see the application, like okay, before approving the merge request, your approver reviewer want to see like what developer has created. They can use the enable review apps feature to view the particular application. And here if you want to or manage a Kubernetes cluster, that is also possible here. And Terraform state files if you want to keep, you can use the Terraform states, and modules also you can keep over here using Terraform modules. And Google Cloud, again you can make the connectivity to Google Cloud. Like that, different features are available here. Like you can make the error tracking and alerts, incidents, services. So there's nothing but like if you want to create some alerts based on your requirement, you can create alerts. So like that, different features are available. So I'll be going through all these things in the coming videos in detail. So this session is only for just to give some heads up like how this GitLab is working and how you can navigate through each of these features. Okay. and different analytic features are available. So as I mentioned, like this will once everything is done, it will help you to do the monitoring and analyzing as well, like how the CI/CD is working and how the issues are getting solved. So all this monitoring also will be possible using GitLab. And again, if you go to settings, like different features are available here. Like for an example, you can your own access token, webhooks integration to integrate with the different third-party tools. That is also possible. And if you go to repository, you can merge, you can manage your branches. For an example, if you want to keep some other branch as the default branch, you can select it. By default, it is a main, and branch rules also you can set, like for an example, so who can merge to this particular branch. If you want to add some particular rules to that, that is also possible. For an example, if you already have some group who can approve the merge request to main, you can create a branch rule. All right, and mirroring repository, like that will help to automatically push and pull the changes from one repository to another repository. And protected branch is nothing but like here you can protect the branches, and one benefit is like if you protect the branches, only the protected variables will get passed only to this particular protected branches. And here you can see allowed to force push. So if you enable it, then or if you disable it, then no one will be able to force push to this particular branch. And here you can set who all can push and merge to the particular branches, right? And if you want to create some protected tag, that is also possible. You can add tag and select the particular accounts. And deploy token also you can create, and deploy keys. Everything is available here, right? And again, if you go to CI/CD, so for your pipelines, maybe you'll have to create different variables, right? You have to pass some variables from the GitLab. So for that, you can create different variables over here. And here the benefit is like you can either mask it and you can expand it, and you can protect the variables. Okay. So while creating the variable itself, it will ask like whether you want to protect the variable. Protect is nothing but like export variable to pipelines running on protected branches. So as I mentioned, if you protect some branch, then only protected branches will be able to use that particular variable. What is mask variable? Variables will be masked in job logs, because if you are printing that variable, it will get masked. It will not get actually printed over the maybe some password, right? And expand a variable reference. This is nothing but will be treated as part of a reference to another variable. Right? So you can provide your description, then key and the value, right? And using this key, it will identify the value and it will get used in the pipeline. Right? And if you want to create group variable that you can use for all the projects within that group, you can create a group variable as well. And if you want to create some pipeline trigger token, that is also possible. So I will be giving the heads up for all these things in the coming videos. And if you want to create some token, so that is also possible. So this token you can use for managing different actions within the project, maybe pushing to a repository, or maybe like so that will help this particular CA job token to access different components of the particular project. And here you can manage the packages and the registry with the different settings, like a number of duplicate assets to keep. By default it is all, and if you're thinking you just want to keep only one asset in the registry, you can just keep it to one. Like that, different things are available. And if you want to create some cleanup policy, like you want to clear your artifact from package registry, you can create some cleanup policy for that, right? And at the end, you can see how the quota is running. So maybe, for an example, like if you are keeping the job artifacts or repository for everything, there is some sketching as well as cost involved, right? So if you want to view all these details, you can go to usage quota as well. So that is about a brief discussion about how GitLab is working, and you can easily navigate through all these features in the GitLab. And here you can see the account tab is there. If you go here, you'll be able to see preferences. So if you go to preferences, so your account specific different details you can set over here. For example, if you want to verify some email ID, you can go to email and verify your email address. So currently you can see my email ID is already verified. and if you want to set the new password, that is also possible. Notification you can set, and access token also I can create separate access token. So this is nothing but like this will create a new token, and using this token you can use different features in your project. So maybe if you want to check in some packages to the package history from your local, you can use this particular personal access token. So in the coming videos, I will show like how you can create this and how you can use it for managing or performing different actions in your project, right? And the GPG key is another important thing. Like if you want to do what signed commits, then you have to set up this GPG key and all, and SSH key is again another thing. So all this setup is possible in GitLab. Okay, so that's it for today. I'll be covering all the details in depth in the coming videos. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. Bye.